Hello everyone and welcome to this video on prepositions. Do you have a problem remembering when to use certain prepositions? Do you keep saying it depends of instead of it depends on? Do you use on when it should be in or by when it should be from? You are not alone. Because we use the same preposition for different reasons, it can be confusing. For example, we say at 7 p.m., but we also say at the restaurant. So it is used for time and location. We say on time, on the table, on a bus. So on might be about time, location, or public transport. Prepositions are those little words that join all the parts of our sentence together, and they can be very annoying and difficult to learn. Let's look at some techniques you might use to start remembering some of these words. Remembering English prepositions can be tricky, but there are some strategies and mnemonic devices that might help you make it easier. Try mnemonics. Create phrases or sentences where each word starts with the same letter as the prepositions you're trying to remember. For example, here is a list of time-related prepositions. After, around, at, before, by, during, for, in, on, since, until, and within. So if you take the first letter of each word, we have AAA, BBD, FIO, SUW. How about the sentence, all appointments are booked by dusk. Finish it on schedule unless waiting. This could help you remember the list of time-related prepositions. However, it does not help you remember how to use them. So try putting the words into a story to understand the way they are used. How about this story for prepositions of time? Before sunrise, Emily always felt a sense of calm. She would sit by the window watching the world come to life, and during this quiet time, she planned her day. After breakfast, she headed out for a walk through the neighbourhood, enjoying the peacefulness before the hustle and bustle started. Around noon, Emily met her friend Sarah for lunch. She hadn't seen Sarah since the previous summer. They chatted for an hour, catching up on each other's lives. As Sarah had a meeting at 2 p.m, they parted ways by 1:30. During the afternoon, Emily worked on her projects, taking breaks in 10-minute lengths to walk around and grab a snack. She knew she had to finish by 5 p.m. as she had an appointment at 6. Until then, she focused on her tasks, ensuring everything was completed within the set time. On finishing, she felt accomplished and ready for the evening. Emily had been busy since the morning, and now as the day drew to a close, she looked forward to relaxing after a productive day. Using this method helps you to understand the ways to use these prepositions. Or you could try visualization. For example, take the prepositions of location, in, on, under. Imagine a small box. See the pictures. In the box, visualize something inside it. On the box, picture something on top. Under the box, think of something beneath it. Here's a full list of prepositions of location, and you could use visualization for each one. Above, across, against, along, among, around, at, behind, below, beneath, beside, between. By, in front of, inside, near, next to, off, on, opposite, over, through, to, under, and within. Here are a few visuals to give you an idea of how to use this method. In, on, under. Above, beside, behind. Next to, between, in front of. Another method is to practice with common phrases. For example, at the office, in the car, on the bus. By associating prepositions with specific phrases, you start to remember them more naturally. Maybe you can group similar prepositions together. Grouping prepositions by function or context can be helpful. Group by time. At noon, on Monday, in April. We use at a time, on a day or date, in a month or year. What time is the meeting? At noon, at 7 p.m, at 8 o'clock. When is or when was the meeting? On Monday, on the 1st of September, on Saturday morning. When did you move in? In April, in 1985. Group by place. At the park, in the city, on the street. At is for a precise location. In is for a city, department or country. On is for a road, street, avenue, etc. Where is she? At the park, at work, at the shop. Where do you live? In Paris, in Texas, in France. Which road do you live on? On Lime Street, on Lime Avenue, Way, Road. There is also interactive learning as another method that you could use. Use interactive tools like apps, flashcards, or games that focus on prepositions. These can make learning more engaging to help with retention. And finally, contextual learning. Instead of memorizing prepositions in isolation, learn them in the context of full sentences. This helps you to understand their usage and improves recall. By combining these methods, you can create a more intuitive understanding of prepositions in English. So, to summarize, some techniques you could use to help you remember those pesky prepositions are mnemonics, stories, visualization, grouping similar types, interactive learning, and contextual learning. I know this part of English can seem challenging, and it is. Prepositions are not easy and you will make mistakes sometimes, but over time you will learn them and use them freely in your speech with confidence. Remember that English might be your passport to a promotion. Keep going and thank you for watching another coffee break video. A few minutes a day make a big difference in language learning. Find the best method for you and you will succeed. Please share. Click like and subscribe. I really appreciate your support. See you in the next video. Bye for now.